Hey beautiful people, welcome back again to the channel. It's Dale here and I am your captain. So today we are going to be doing an update of the National Military Council of New Zealand. So if you have been on this journey, you would realize that they have been going through an upgrade and their portal has been down. It's been slow. The whole process in general has actually been very slow. People have been on this journey now, waiting 6 months, 7 months, 8 months without getting a case assessor. Some people have not even been able to make payment, but now I have a good news for you. The portal is up and running now, and they've actually made some things clearer. So I made a video about the update a few weeks or a few months ago now, and telling you people now that international nurses will be made to write online exams, will be made to do OSCE, and they didn't say much on that. They didn't talk on the payment, but right now today we have an update, so this is what this video would be about. Okay, so if you are just seeing my face for the first time, welcome. My name is Deo Goodness. I am a registered nurse. I am currently practicing nursing here in Australia. I share my life in Australia here on my channel, so if that looks like something you would love, please make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notifications so as to get notified when I post a new video. Okay, so let's get right into today's video. I'm not going to be going into so much details on the whole requirement because it's still the same as it is in my previous videos. You need to have your 1,800 hours of being a registered nurse in your country of qualification. You need to do the identity check. You need to do your English language test. I have all the details in my previous video, so I am not going to be going into details in this video. Okay, so as not to make the video too long. Okay, but I'll be talking more on the exams that will be needed. Now, international nurses that are qualified outside of New Zealand and Australia, some of them might be made to write exams. Okay, so the first exam that people will be made to write is the online cultural exam. That's free. It's 2 courses. I think somebody messaged me that she's actually done the course and she had to do a test and she passed the test. So you have to do 2 courses online and it's absolutely free, and that is compulsory for every nurse looking at registering in New Zealand Council of Nursing. Okay, however, some nurses will still be made to do 2 further exams. The first one is the online exam. Okay, now the online exam, they have made it clear that it's going to be taking place online and it is going to be administered by Pearson VUE. I want to believe that it will be like the UK CBT because everything that is on their website screams UK pattern. Okay, so let's get right into the exams. Okay, so the competency process, reading from their website, it says this is an online multi-choice examination that tests nursing knowledge, and it is taken at an accredited center in overseas or New Zealand. So you must complete 120 questions in 180 minutes. Okay, and this exam is divided into 2 parts. We have the part A, which is the medication safety, and the part B, which is the nursing knowledge. Okay, and I think it's similar with the CBT in the UK, really. And it says you can have 3 attempts, okay, to successfully complete the part. If you fail part A, you would have to resit part A. If you fail part B, you have to resit part B. So you have to pass the 2 to get past this phase. Okay, and you can have 3 attempts. Like I said, if you fail one part of that, you only be required to resit the one you failed. Okay, so the examination can only be taking place at Pearson VUE, which I have already made clear as well. So that means if your country of practice has Pearson VUE, that means you can sit for this exam. Now the part 2, which is the OSCE, is like the practical part of this examination. It's only done in New Zealand. Please hear me well. It's only done in New Zealand, and it comprises of 2 days orientation. So you have to do the orientation for 2 days and take the preparation course, and after that you do the examination. Now the examination is going to be for 3 hours. Hey, it's going to be for 3 hours, and it's only done in New Zealand. And the only approved center, it only has 1 approved center. It's in Christchurch, New Zealand. It's called the Nurse Maude Simulation Center in Christchurch. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that well, but it's MAUDE Maude Center. Okay, that's the only center that is accredited at this moment. I think they will need to bring out more centers, because there's no way you have only one center for international nurses. It's not going to work. Okay, I think the UK has about 6 centers right now. One center, well, for a start, it's not bad. Okay, so the OSCE assesses candidates' applied nursing knowledge, communication and safety clinical practice. Okay, so you must complete 10 OSCE station. Okay, so just like the UK, that's why I say it's similar to the UK process. I'm hoping that international nurses practicing in the UK would not be made to do this exam again, because it doesn't really make much sense, to be honest. Okay, so you must complete 10 OSCE scenarios, 12 minutes per allocated station and 2 minutes for reading the instructions. 8 minutes, you can read this, I'll put it on the screen. So if you do not pass the OSCE, you have to resit the exam 2 more times. So they give you 2 more times after the fact, so that is 3 times in total to pass the exam, which is similar to the UK. Okay, so that's it for the OSCE, and that's it for the Pearson VUE test, which I would think is the CBT. They still didn't call the name of the exam, they just say online theoretical exam, but I would think it's the CBT for New Zealand nurses. And after that, let's talk about how much these exams cost. So like the first 2 cultural exams, they are all free, so those 2 are free, but the online CBT exam is not free. Okay, so the competency assessment for the online CBT exam you're going to be taking is 140 New Zealand dollar. That's for the part A and part B. Okay, so if you have to receipt the medication safety, you have to pay 32 New Zealand dollar, which is okay. And if you have to receipt the nursing knowledge, which is the part B, it is 108 New Zealand dollar, which is still okay if you ask me. All right, so this is how much the theoretical exam costs. Now the clinical competency, which is the OSCE, the one you have to do in New Zealand, and the orientation and preparation cost is 500 New Zealand dollar. It's getting wild. And the OSCE clinical exam itself is 3,000 New Zealand dollars. This is expensive. Aye! Anyways, if you have to receipt the OSCE, it's 3,000 New Zealand dollars. They haven't said if you have to receipt only station you failed, but it just says receipt 3,000 New Zealand dollars. So I'm not sure if you have to receipt only the station you fail or all stations. Hopefully it will become clear, but at the moment they've come out to say that the OSCE exam will start in June 2024. So this is already February, so hopefully in the next few months that exams will start off. I don't know if the online exam has started from Pearson VUE's part, but hopefully it has already started. And they have also said that the whole process when you submit your application will now take a minimum of 4 months. That after the upgrade of their website is now 4 months, which I think is a long time. I feel like now that they've started the process, it will be quicker, hopefully, fingers crossed, and hopefully everyone will be able to get their registration with the Northern American Council of New Zealand. But let me know what you think about this new upgrade, this new process, the fees. I feel the fees are fair, especially for the CBT part, but for the OSCE exam I think it's quite expensive. But let me know what you think, and I feel like with this information I definitely believe that nurses that have practiced in the UK and Ireland would be exempted from these exams. Okay, so yeah, I hope this video has brought a little bit of clarity to those people that are worried. And I also want to say that this is a good pathway for nurses in Africa as well. This is because once you get your CBT, the online Pearson VUE exam, and once you get your IELTS, employers will be willing to sponsor you to come over to New Zealand to get your OSCE exam done, just like the way it's done in the UK. And as much as I know, the New Zealand does not have any red list. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've never heard of any red list in New Zealand or even Australia. So this is a good pathway if you are looking at moving to New Zealand, especially from abroad. Okay, immediately you get your 1,800 hours, please apply to New Zealand. Okay, don't waste it. The online test is affordable. For the CBT, the online CBT is affordable, and for the OSCE, if you get a good employer, they'll be able to fund that for you. I also have a list of employers that are sponsoring nurses to move to New Zealand. If you want to know about these employers, let me know. I'll be happy to make a video for you. Just want to make sure that people are interested in that video, because most of you watching me wants to come to Australia. I still believe that there are people that love New Zealand that wants to practice in New Zealand. So if you're in that category, let me know in the comments to make a video for employers sponsoring nurses to New Zealand, and I'll I'll make that video. Thank you so much for watching. Please spread the word and please share this video as well. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.